Hello, good day. Another face off. We've got another Bengall Imperial. The other one I had a really good shave with. Is it focusing? Can't tell, never mind. I have to look at the photos I take. And that's a TR Cadman one. And then we got this little Swedish Klas. Is it? Well, Tornblom. Totally wrong. But it's a little rattler grind. Sorry about my tap back there. It's a little rattler grind. And I had one that I think was the same grind as this, that had natural scales, that was, well, just lovely. It's a proper real thin grind. Yeah, well, you get the idea. It's just really dainty, basically. Really dainty. Well, without further ado, it's absolutely howling outdoors. Blowing a gale, as they say. Right, it's getting to the end now. It's lasted a lot longer than what I thought it was going to when I broke the bottom off. Well, I broke through the bottom. Still lasted a good while. So whenever you come to the bottom of your soap like that, when you first break through the bottom, you still get plenty of shaves out of it. I've got a nice rose one to go in this bowl. I think I've got an almond one as well, but that's got its own bowl. And the rose one's just a refill, so I use that. Good traditional soaps. Oh dear me. The old crab trees. Right, let's start with the old Klas. Klaus. What is it? Typical English, mate. They're always quite noisy, these little rattlers. But this one's not that noisy. Feels like it's not taking nothing off. But I can assure you, it's took them all off. Tip's good. It's 2.5 days of growth, that is. Got a bit of soap in my mouth just then. Thank you, moustache. Excuse the noise in the background. It is my lovely daughter. Right. Practicing. I did say could you be quiet, but you know, as it goes, they never listen. Right, this is the Bengall. A lovely razor. It's got all this little stamp in here and quite a different sound. From memory, this is nearly 6/8. It's actually one that I did sharpen, but I believe I was having a late night sharpening, and basically I didn't do my checks. Because I was getting tired, yeah, and I didn't do my checks that I normally do, just to see whether it was shave ready without actually testing it. And then when I went to test it, it was rough. And as soon as I looked at it, under the microscope, you could see, especially when I got it near its kind of maximum zoom, because it's not like a real posh microscope, it's just one of them ones with its own screen and everything, but it's great for razors, really is. You know, you can just set it up and turn it on and do your thing. Yeah, and you could see basically the edge just had these very fine jagged edge, basically, it's, you know. So basically I put it on the 2000 for a little bit, a few laps, and then pretty quickly onto the 5000, and then away we went to the 12. And that has changed the edge altogether. And it shaves just like the other one basically, which is quite sublime. This one's a tiny bit rougher than the other one. It's got like a tiny little bit of the old, well, it's not pitting, it's just like a watermark basically. I might try and get it out more. I might sell these ones, I don't know. I've got so many razors like this. But I never shaved with a Bengall, so I was determined to get one, and lo and behold I got two, and they're really good shavers. When I first started shaving, I can remember, well, wet shaving, sorry, straight razors. I remember reading about the old Bengall on the forum. I was always like, I've got to try one, man. Don't even think I had any weepers, no. Always amazes me with these little tiny Swedish ones. I know I nearly say it every time I do. But it's because every time I shave with one, it does amaze me because they're such little razors. And as a people, supposedly, get that off the brush. I'm Santa Claus. You know, historically they were quite a frugal people, we call it. They don't like to stand out. They don't like to be wasteful, or at least they didn't. I can't speak for anything of them now. So basically, they didn't want to use too much steel for the homegrown market. Because basically they didn't need to use too much steel, because these little razors do the job just as well as any of the old big ones. And some would say they do a better job because they've got finer edges. It's like this, the bevel on this, obviously you're not going to be able to see nothing on there, but it's just tiny. Tiny bevel. I've got plenty of nooks and crannies in my face. It's certainly not a smooth face, especially with my old scar. I've got big old Polton cheeks. Big old nose. Big old nose. Big old. Big old wobbly cheek. Well, it's not so much big. Just wobbly. Yeah, it's nice. No irritation, no harshness. I mean, I've only got on the old Shaptons, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 12,000. I used to have some natural stones that are supposedly in the like 8,000 range, but after my little experiments and whatnot, I kind of figured, well, I didn't need to use them, and if anything, I was probably getting better edges from not using them. So take the variables out of the situation, just use the synthetics. I ain't moved on to like nats or anything yet. But from what I understand, in the old razor game, you kind of almost need somebody to not so much gift you one, but sell you one that you know is good for a razor. Otherwise you can end up wasting quite a bit of money on something that won't really do the job properly, really. Lovely. That's another 2 old razors. Back in the game, back in the game. I will be selling the old Klas. Purely because the shank is too thin for my builder's hands. It's got a very, very fine shank, like all over. You see where the grind, you know, kind of continues into this bit. Well, this bit here is very thin, and aesthetically they're beautiful, and it's one of the, you know, I think that's some of the finest razors ever made. I do, and Swedish ones, you know, they're exquisite, basically. But for my hands, they're a bit too thin, and sometimes they can turn on me a bit unexpected, like so. No, it's probably still my technique because I'm no expert at shaving, do you know what I mean? I've only been doing it, well, coming up 2 years, I think. Obviously I've shaved since I was a nipper, but straight razor it, not so. Good old exfoliation, get stuck in a bit, it's lovely. My lady says my skin's got better in those areas since I've been wet shaving properly. And it's because you're exfoliating and also you're skin scraping, you know, frankly, aren't you? Yeah. But you're not skin scraping with 5 blades and undercutting your hairs and getting loads of ingrown hairs and rash on your bloody neck and everything that I used to get when I shaved with the old multi-blades. Right, well that's it really. Who won? Who won? No, you're happy and you know it. Well, that is damn near a draw, I think. Yeah, it's official, but unofficial. That is a draw. You can't really tell. Right, I'll leave you to it. My daughter's only going to get louder because I think she's vying for my attention now. Fair enough, Fair enough. I hope you've had a good day. Or if you're watching this in the morning, I hope you have a good day. Have a good shave. Because whatever time of the day you do it, because it's I'm near the evening today, it's always good. And that's the beauty of doing these kind of shaves. Ooh. Right. I'll see you later. Toodaloo.